I got this one because I told Lou I started out with a less expensive handheld steamer because I really, to be honest, I was super skeptical about this whole like steam clean, whatever. I was like, no, 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 you need the chemicals, you need the bleach, you need all this. And I instantly changed the way I was cleaning my entire home. Here's the thing though, within the world of steam cleaning, they're not all the same. I need something that's gonna keep that high pressure steam going and the right amount of temperature. And in order to do that, you need a steam cleaner that has an actual boiler that's in there. Steam can get into every nook and cranny. You don't have to buy another bottle of anything. You can use this anywhere. And we have given you so many attachments to this that you're gonna be able to use this top to bottom, use it as your steam mop, use it to freshen up your mattress, freshen up your pillows, being able to take all the wrinkles out of your clothes. It's a $160 Wagner multi-purpose power steamer. It's $60 off today. I want to make sure before I look at this, it's free shipping and handling. I didn't have free shipping and handling when I got it, Lou Caputo. I know, but we're all going to get it. 908-529. Lou, every single one of these attachments come with it?
Yes. In fact, you're getting 18 different attachments with this, so you can literally clean everything from the floor to the ceiling and everywhere in between, which is amazing.
This like follows me as I'm going from
it's
house
like a little
to house.
puppy. Yeah. Has an 8-foot hose on it, so you don't have to worry about not having enough reach to go up high or anywhere you need to. Has a handle so that when you're not using the wheels, you can pick it up to carry it up the stairs or down the stairs or, you know, wherever you're cleaning. Here's something kind of cool. I'm just going to pick this thing up here. It has a wallpaper remover.
Did you tell that to Ty?
Oh my gosh. You know what? It's so funny you just said that because somebody else today told me that Ty needed
Okay, so
this.
he bought a house.
Emily told me.
Yeah, he bought a house that had a bunch of wallpaper in it, but he needed to get it off. And I go, you need this.
Look at this thing. Yeah, so it steams it, and it's got like a blade on the front of it, a plastic one, but that's what scrapes it off there. So the steam loosens the glue. So everything you need to do with this Wagner you can. But do you know why this is the best steamer that I've ever sold in my 37 years with HSN?
Boiler.
Boiler.
Yep.
Boiler. Stainless steel boiler.
I didn't even know what you were going to say, but that's why I like
it.
Really?
Well, you're good. You're the funny one.
I am the funny one.
Because of the pressure that it's going to build up. So we'll go over all that a little bit further on in the presentation, but I just want everybody to see everything you get. Plus, you get a variety of brushes with this so that you can clean your grill, you can clean your grout, you can clean everything that you need to in your home, and we give you attachments for the floor. So this is not just a handheld steamer. This is going to do the floor, it's going to do the walls, it's going to do everything that you need to clean. In fact, let's start doing a little cleaning. What do you think? All right, come on over here.
Okay.
So we've got this piece of glass right here, okay? And this could be your sliding glass door, it could be a shower stall, it could be a lot of things.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to empty any water that might be in the hose. Now, you might be like, Lou, why do you got to do that? Well, remember, there's an 8-foot hose on this, and steam, when it gets cooled off, will turn back into water. So that's what I'm doing right now is I'm just emptying this out. And you can see right there, we got beautiful steam coming out of here. Just took a couple seconds. So watch this now. I'm going to use the Squeegee attachment that we have on this, the window attachment. And I'm just going to start at the top here. Now, this could be lime scale. This could be calcium deposits. This could be soap scum. That's a big one. And it will just melt whatever it comes into contact to and use the force of that steam to blast it right off of there. So just in a couple of seconds, using just water, we're not using any chemicals. I'm going to use the squeegee on the front of this just to make it look nice and neat and pretty. Look how good that looks right there. And this was done streak-free, has no lint on it because we didn't use any cloths on here, didn't have to. And the best part, if I'm in my bathroom doing this job, I'm not choking from chemicals. You know, in the shower stall, we've all been there, right? Not going to happen with this. That's the beauty of the Wagner.
So we've saved ourselves buying the bottles of the blue things and the different things and whatever. So now I've already saved money. I'm already putting it into my bucket of what I paid for this. I always say it's going to end up paying for itself. That's why I switched over to steam cleaning.
No, and I'll tell you something too. In my house, that's all we do now.
That's all we do.
I don't buy any more chemicals, and I want you to see how far this throws the steam. Years ago, somebody told me, they told me that if it could throw steam 2 to 3 feet, it was a good steamer, right? This goes, what, 8 feet? I mean, it's not a good steamer. It's a great steamer, okay? So just so you could see that, and I could sit here, by the way, for 40 minutes and do that, because 40 ounces of water, which is the max you put in here, gives you 40 minutes of cleaning time. That's insanity, okay? But let's look at this right here, okay? So on top of this grill right here, Grill? Stove.
I'm gonna let you say whatever you want, Lou.
No, you know why? Because this is what it looks like when I cook, not when my wife Taylor cooks. Okay, this is how it comes out. But I'm gonna explain to you what the steam's doing while I do this. Okay, so burnt on mess here. Watch as soon as the steam starts to hit this. What's happening right now is the heat from the steam is emulsifying any grease that might be in here, any fats that got deposited or burned on here. The water is softening the dirt, and then that pressure from that stainless steel boiler is literally just blowing it all off of there. Look at how beautiful this did, and we did it without chemicals. We used just water, which last I checked was free, but look how beautiful that is. And here's the thing about steam. It's not just cleaning, it's sanitizing at the same time, okay? And anything that's organic that steam comes into contact with, anything that might be living on there, little germs, you know, bugs, bacteria, whatever, it dies. Okay, that's the power of steam. And we could be doing this for 40 minutes without a problem. You know what everybody's dirty little secret is in their house? Inside the stove. Nobody ever cleans this.
No.
Nope. Because you know why? It's a pain.
Yep.
It's a real pain to do that. So when you look inside of this, that burnt on mess there, you got two choices. Use the self-cleaning feature, waste a lot of money on that because it's going to be electricity, it's time, it's heat, okay? Or use those sprays that you put in there, they got to wait like 2 hours, you know? And you have to leave the house because they smell so bad. Or you could use your Wagner, which you're going to buy right now. And look at this. So I did that for a few seconds. I'm going to give it a quick wipe. And I want you to see, look at the difference, Tina. Just by doing that, look how clean that is on the top here. Not only that, it's squeaky.
Listen, we didn't have to ask everybody to leave the room because
No.
now it's all filled with the fumes of the oven cleaner.
Yep.
Okay, so I saved money here.
Saved money on the
I
glass.
saved money on the stovetop cleaner,
Yep.
the oven cleaner.
We're just saving money all over the place here
It's
right
water.
now. Yeah,
It's
just,
water.
It's just water. Come on over here, because there's some other uses in the kitchen people don't think about. Because they think about steamers, and they're like going, I would never clean my pots and pans with a steamer. Let me show you why you want to, though.
Okay.
Because sometimes you get this burnt-on crust on the bottom of a pot or pan that's got a soft metal on the bottom, right? Well, in that situation, you don't want to scour it, because if you scour it, what's going to happen is it's going to scratch it. Watch this. I'm going to take the steamer, and you saw right away, as soon as it started hitting in that one spot, it started to melt it. It's even getting into the lettering on the bottom of this pot in just seconds. No scouring, no elbow grease. That quickly, it made that look absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. That was done quickly. Tina, does your drain stink? What?
Yeah.
You're the funny one. There we go. Okay. So if you're having a problem with your drain and there's a little bit of an odor, an aroma coming from there, watch what I'm going to do. Stick the Wagner down that drain just like that. Squeeze that trigger. Now, the other thing it does in addition to sanitizing that, it's deodorizing it at the same time. So anything that's down there that's causing this odor, usually it's some sort of bacteria. Just like that, we have deodorized our drain without chemicals, without putting anything down there that might damage the pipes. None of that going on with the Wagner. I'll do you one better, though. This is the one that really blew my mind the first time I saw this. Let me put this back on here. All right, look at this cutting board that I've got right here. And I want you to see something about this cutting board. If you look at this with your eye, it looks clean. I mean, you look at that and you go, you know, we cut chicken on here last night. We washed it with soap and water. It looks clean. Look what happens when I put a black light on it, okay? I want you to see...
Crime scene.
Crime scene, right there. Little CSI happening right here, okay? Now, that way, looks clean. Not clean. We can clearly see that. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Wagner, just hold it here over the sink, and I'm going to blast this with that steam. Now, look what's coming off of there. You didn't even see that, did you?
Ooh, we got an ooh from the peanut gallery.
Yeah. It's pretty gross, actually. But watch this, though. I'm going to hit that a couple times, just go back and forth. Now, I'm using one of the nylon brushes that's included. Just to give it a little bit of a scrub. I'm going to take this microfiber cloth. I'm going to just wipe that off. Make sure there's no water on there. Nice and clean. Okay, watch this now. Here we go. Here's the top, crime scene. Bottom, no crime scene. Crime scene, no crime scene.
Well, you know what it is?
Look at the difference.
It's because it goes back to we've nurtured this thought. And I'm going to be completely honest. I was in that same boat of... The chemicals, the cleaners, the bottles of this and that was the only way to kind of get that, right?
Because we're trained.
Right. It nurtures this thought that you have to buy the one that says 99.9% of the whatever. And I get it, right? We want to keep our homes beautiful. We want to keep it really clean. And this is why I was a skeptic. And this is why I started out with a little handheld one.
Yes.
Because I was like, do I really want to throw down a bunch of money and then the steam thing's not what everybody said it was?
Right.
So then I went from the handheld, and then I got a steam mop. And then I ended up getting this bad boy because I was like, oh, I'm in. I'm all in.
Yeah.
I want to get the best version of the steam cleaner.
Yeah.
So if you're me, don't be me. Let me just skip to the end. Get this one.
Don't be Tina.
Don't be past me. Be now me.
Yeah, the now me, not the old me.
Way better, because it is your handheld, which is what Lou's been doing this whole time, right? It is also your steam mop.
Yes.
So sometimes you go, which one do I get?
We're talking about a lot of steam.
Yes.
Well, no, you're absolutely right about that. How many people have spent money on buying 2 different devices?
Yeah.
So notice what you're getting with this, though. You're getting the brush that's on the bottom here. Notice it has bristles inside of it for grout or any surfaces that you need to scrub. But we also give you this microfiber that fits there, so you can use this on solid surfaces. And you're getting the 2 extension poles right here that allow you to turn this into a floor steamer. So let's go down here to a little LPV, or as we like to call it, luxury plank vinyl. Okay.
Oh.
So I'm going to come down here. This is crazy sticky. Look at this.
Yep.
I can't move this, okay? This is stuck. So I'm going to start generating some steam. Let it sit there for a second and watch what's going to happen as that steam starts to work on here. And it's the same thing that if you like clean your floor with one of those products that makes your house smell like a pine forest, you know what I'm talking about? And they smell great, but here's the problem. They leave behind a sticky film.
Yep.
Surfactants are what's in them, right? So what you want to do is you want to get that off of there. And this is actually going to strip that right off of there. Look at the beautiful job that did on there. So that oak floor just became pine that quickly, okay? And all we were doing was using water on there, the power. But you know, it's not a ton of water. Yeah. That's the thing, because it is a steamer. It's not like we're taking a mop and a bucket and throwing it on there. If you've got a floor that's like, say, granite, marble, something like that, okay? If you're, you know, that kind of bougie, right?
Yes.
So, or you got like a beautiful tile floor that shines. Well, sometimes it's not shining, and that drives me absolutely crazy. What I do is I just pulse this. I'm not even using this like at full power going back and forth on here because I don't have to, but I want you to see the job that this does on this floor. Now, what's it doing? Well, it's removing any dust. It's removing anything that's on there. Sometimes you get pollen and things like that when you go in and out of the door a lot. It's going to remove that. If there's footprints, if there's paw prints, you know, anything like that. So now when the sun hits that, it's going to look absolutely stunning, okay? Wood floors. I have wood floors in my house, and I absolutely was terrified.
I was going to say, it's usually a big no-no.
It's a big, big no-no. But you use those disposable things on the floor, and they just don't work. Watch this. And again, pulse it. You know, it's steam on demand. So all I'm doing is pulling the trigger here and just pulsing this as it goes down here. And it'll remove any dust that's built up on there, any dirt. The big thing for me is if you've got kids and pets, you don't want to have stuff on the floor that's going to be bad for them. You know, you don't want anything that's going to be dangerous for kids or pets on the floor. And this is going to sanitize that floor, and it's going to make it so they can crawl around, they can lay in it, they can do all that stuff. And most importantly, my feet aren't going to stick when I'm walking around.
I'm 100%. This is what I would say. Whatever you feel like your floors feel like now and you think they're clean.
They're not clean.
They're not.
And
I promise
you,
when you go back and you steam clean your floors, you're gonna go, they feel the best. I was trying to really find a really articulate way to, it's like naked. It's like your floors have like all of that like film.
I don't want to use the word strip in a bad way.
They're like naked floors.
It gets everything off of there.
It's the dirt, it's all the buildup from all the products that you've been doing on there.
You're gonna disappear.
But I'll tell you, it really is the amount of steam is why I bought this.
It's the boiler. I'm telling you now, I have not shown this to a single person that didn't see that demonstration with all that steam coming out and go like, oh my gosh. Because you know why? We're used to the other steamers that we've used in our lives that are just not what we want, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, let me get ahead. Oh, like that. I use it in my car too. I do I do the car seat, and then I do the carpet, like the mats and stuff and everything with it. But I will tell you, when you get this, you're gonna fill it with the water,
with the water right here.
You're gonna put the little cap on.
Yep.
And then there's 2 lights on there.
Yes.
Even though one of the lights clicks back on,
it's fine.
Keep cleaning.
Don't worry about it.
It just means it's like cooking up more water for you.
Yeah, that's all it is. It just means that it's actually actively making steam. So you're going to see the red light is power, the yellow light is your steam, the amber light, I should say, is your steam. That's your power button. That's the only button you've got to turn on and off. While we're on the shot, this is where you're going to put the water. Notice how that spins freely right now? I couldn't get that off if I wanted to because it's a safety valve. It's under pressure right now. It won't let me. There is that handle right there that fits in this, and right here is where you stow all of your accessories. So you actually have them with you while you're walking around, which I think is an amazing feature. Now, back to the bathroom for a second here, or let's go to the bathroom. In the restroom, okay, there are many, many surfaces on here where you could buy 3 different products if I wanted to do this. It's something for the grout and the tiles, something for the fixtures, and then something else for the porcelain. Guess what we're gonna do? 1 steamer to rule them all. Watch this. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna hit this. Now, this is cleaning the grout. It's cleaning the soap scum off of that tile, because that's a big, build. That'll happen a lot. On the fixture, especially if it's underneath like your shower caddy, you know what I mean, where you keep your soap and all that, and it just drips on there all the time. This is gonna melt all that soap scum right off of that fixture. And then, down here in the porcelain, you got little guys, you know what it's like when you give them baths at night and there's like this soap scum ring, all around the tub, that bathtub ring. This is gonna get rid of that, and it's fast. And that's the thing, like, you don't wanna spend all night cleaning, just because the kids just took a bath. Beautiful on the porcelain. Let's hit up the fixture right here. Gorgeous on that. And then let's do the tile just like this. And I did all 3 of them. No chemicals. I'm not choking. Look how beautiful that looks. Boom. Isn't that easy?
I think I got mine on sale for $120 when we did it. I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was when I jumped in on it. It was $100.
It's less now,
And you know what? Normally I'd be like a little upset, but because I love this so much.
But it's such a great deal for everybody else.
Right? I mean, it's a great deal for you. It's $160 originally. I know we've had this on sale a couple of times. Birthday priced deal, which is like, birthday is basically like our Christmas, right? Like we really try to go all out to say thank you for 48 years of shopping with us, sticking with us, loving us, hanging out with us. Free shipping and handling for all 19 of those attachments, plus the steamer that has the boiler that's in there. I would do this. If you're like me and you're skeptical, you're on the fence, you're not quite ready to get rid of all those bottles, you haven't been convinced yet, do $33.33. That's a flex pay, and you can clean for 30 days. See how everything feels. When I got my very first handheld one, it was because the calcium that built up at the bottom of my faucet, I could not get that out, but it melted away now.
Yeah, look at that. I love that shot right there where we were just panning across the steam, because
you have to pan.
This thing goes, and literally 40 minutes I could stand here and just do this and get that kind of pressure. That, my friend, because here's the thing, a lot of handheld steamers have what's called a heat exchanger in them. It's basically like a fancy heat coil.
Okay.
So it heats it, it makes the water hot, but it doesn't make it under pressure. And that's what this does, it gives you that pressure. Take a look right here underneath this toilet. There's no other way to get in there really, but watch what I'm gonna do. I can put the Wagner back here, just give this a quick squeeze, and I want you to see this. It's going between the toilet and the floor and finding all the things you wish you didn't know about. And it's sanitizing that. Speaking of sanitizing and deodorizing for that matter, let's open up the toilet, because I can't think of a better place to actually do a little deodorizing and a little sanitizing real quick like that. So that's gonna take care of that. And I see we're kind of running out of time, so I'm gonna run down to the end here, because I want to show everybody one last thing, which I think is really cool. You know what? I need that. I walked away without a steamer.
You're okay.
Okay, watch this. I'm gonna take the end of this off.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you how you can take the glass cleaner. Watch this. I'm going to stick this in here like this. Actually, I need this piece. I'm sorry, guys. There.
And by the way, all of the pieces are easy to kind of swap out.
Super simple to do. Yeah, I grabbed the wrong one. But you can use it to clean all your soft fabrics and stuff too. All right?
So all of these things, no chemicals, no bottles, nothing to continue to buy. You own this, it's water, it's free shipping, it's $60 off. You have all the attachments you could possibly need to clean all the things. Lou, stick around with me next hour.
I will be back next hour.
We're gonna do bugs?
Oh, we're doing bugs. We're getting rid of bugs.
Getting rid of bugs.
Yep.
I love it. We're gonna do all things indoor, outdoor, best backyard, all next hour. Stick with me.